Another big update dropping in Dragon Champions, guys, and we got the patch notes here. I'm gonna talk all about it in this video, and if you're ready for that, guys, I think you know what to do. Let's go smash it!
Valley flying.
What is up, champions? Valley Flying here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. Yes, big update dropping in Dragon Champions this week. We're going to talk all about the patch notes for it. Some good, some bad. I'll give you my thoughts on it all. Now, if you are new to this game and haven't played Dragon Champions yet, it's a very fun game. And if you want to check this out, the channel will get credit if you use the link in the description. You can download it for your iOS or Android device. Yes, available on all those both of those platforms. So let's go check out the notes. I will give you my thoughts, guys. All right, and this was posted yesterday. New things coming. We have a new hero coming, and this guy looks like a panda. We got some descriptions of him a little later. We got to take a look at his kit. Another panda coming to the game. This faction is going over the top, guys, and this guy's name is Lake, and you're going to be able to get him from a few different sources. Special offer, the tournament shop, special tournaments, and this is going to begin in early March. So looking good. Like I said, we're going to take a look at his kit in just a little bit. Now, Goram, the hero that we talked about the last patch, wasn't sure how he was going to be available. Well, he's going to have a special event, tournament, common market, campaign, Invasion of the Demons 4.6. So going to be a fully farmable character. So interesting addition to that goblin faction there. New tournaments, new events, a new 7-day reward for players that are level 16 and above. You will receive 3 critical chance runes and Snorri hero stones for entering the game for 7 days, which is good. And if you're a newer player, Snorri, very, very good hero, guys. We have restored special offers the old players missed when they could not appear at the same time. Log into the game, you'll see these offers until you have missed that show up. So one of the big things for newer players that I was really happy with was the when you buy these Drak coins, a premium currency in the game. First time you make an offer, you get first time you buy an offer, you get double the Drak coins. So if you're a newer player thinking about spending money on this game, that is one thing I would do. If you're planning to spend money, spend it in the beginning. That is when you're going to get the biggest boost when your roster is small. This will allow you to expand your roster and compete with some of the later game players. So that's what I did, and got me off to a good start in this game. Change ability scrolls, gold, XP tomes, events, how they would take place more often with a 7-day interval instead of a 10-day. So making these things more available, allowing some of the newer players to catch up to some of the players that have been playing for a long time. I like these kind of catch-up mechanics. Various bugs, ads, disconnects, always good stuff when you're fixing bugs. Now this I am not so sure about. They're making some changes to the tower, guys. Right now, currently, before the patch drops, one mode of the tower mode, one difficulty. It looks like there's gonna be 2 difficulties coming up, the normal mode and the hard mode. Every time you restart the tower, you can choose the difficulty you want to attempt at the time. The normal mode requires 100 runs to auto run it, which is good. You could be auto running stuff a lot sooner, saving time in the game. And the hard mode will still require that 150 completion. So I'm still working my way up to that 150 completions on the current tower, guys. So if you guys are playing right now, I would suggest getting as many tower runs in as possible, because the hard mode looks like it's gonna be a little harder. When you complete the tower in hard mode, the progress counts towards both auto run in both difficulties, the normal and the hard mode. But if you complete a difficult, or if you complete a run in the normal mode, it's only going to complete, it's going to be a count towards those normal completions, those 100 that you're getting, so that you could auto run those. Matchmaking systems will likely include completely identical teams from the same tower, so that is good. I know I'm running into a lot of orcs all the time in these tower modes, guys. Now this is what is comparing to what the tower is currently. The normal tower is easier by about 25%, lower rewards by about 10%. So that's good. They're reducing the difficulty by 25%, but we're reducing the rewards by only 10%. So much easier. And the hard mode, they're making it 25% more difficult. It's gonna be challenging, but your rewards are going up by 50%. I think this is a really good ratio. But yeah, the tower is going to get either a lot harder or a lot easier depending on where you are in the game right now. And abilities, cooldown calculation for the next tower floor. That is something that I've noticed from time to time. So I'm glad that they're fixing that. Tournament changes, rewards for green, blue, purple places have been increased, which is good. These tournaments, I don't know. I'm still kind of undecided on how I feel about these things, but they're kind of a necessary evil if you want to be playing the game pretty competitively. Room farming changes. So for better or worse, runes are in the game. They're an important part of the game for powering up your characters, and they can no longer be obtained from the Invasion of Demons campaign. So, implemented a brand new campaign, Runic Journey. All runes you could farm from the Invasion of Demons campaigns were transferred to this new one. So that is pretty good. The campaign requires its own special energy. So new campaign, new energy coming to the game. Not sure how I feel about this one though, guys, but overall, I'm thinking it should be good because you could farm runes with its own currency. So overall, I guess that's pretty good. Runic Journey is significantly easier than Invasion Demons and is designed for heroes level 15 to 60. So my personal situation is good, but I think this is a good catch-up mechanic for a lot of newer players as well. So I am always in favor of catch-up mechanics, allow a newer player to catch up to where I am at a much quicker rate, and it makes the game more fun in my opinion. I'm always in favor of catch-up mechanics. Reduce rune expeditions difficulty for the fish 6 battles, about 10 levels. Tournaments, epic 4-star runes have been returned and have been reworked. They now last for 2 days, used to be 3, and will be designed for 200 participants, used to be 3. Interesting. 300, excuse me. New rune shop has been added to the game for players level 35 and higher. There you can purchase 3 and 4-star runes up to epic quality for gold. So if you get some extra gold lying around, you can definitely get some runes and power up your characters very easily. This is the new character Lake. Talked about Gorem's ability in the previous video about the previous update. So let's check out this new character Lake and see what he does. And if you want to see the picture of what he looks like, guys, boom. He is looking like a pretty cool looking panda. Some mastery there. I'm thinking like a old kung fu master is what this would equate to. All right. Water Ball is the first ability. Oh, let's talk about the tags. Order, Panda, Fighter, Mage, Leader. The leader of the Panda. So competing for that spot with Patriarch Chi there. I don't know if anybody really uses Kin Lee as the leader, but Patriarch Chi, nice Panda leader. All right. So first ability, Water Ball, 280% of magic damage to an enemy, 70% chance to inflict tenacity decrease for 2 turns. It's a good basic ability. The second ability is called Refreshing Stream. Cooldown is 1 out of 3, so not able to use this on turn 1, but when you can use this, dealing 200% of magic damage to all enemies. So big AoE attack, guys. I love these. Removes burning stacks from all of them, deals an extra 50% magic for each burning stack removed from that enemy, 50% chance to inflict potency decrease for 2 turns. So reminds me of Carnage's kit in Marvel Strike Force, or kind of like Darth Vader in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, depending what game you're more familiar with. Just removing all these stacks. This would kind of be equated to bleeds in Marvel Strike Force if you're coming from that game, the main game that I play right now on my main channel. The ultimate ability, the third one, is called Water Off a Duck's Back. Cooldown 4 out of 4. You can use this on turn 1. Lake gains an accuracy increase, debuff immunity for 2 turns. Lake recovers 30% health. If Ember is on the battlefield, they both get a damage increase for 2 turns. So this one has no attack. Not really a fan of the abilities that have no attack, but it does look like it does a few good things, and it definitely heals up Lake. So that's not the worst thing. The passive, if Swift Water, if Lake doesn't take damage for a turn, he gains haste for 1 turn. And the leadership, Doctrine of Eternal Homes, if all panda allies will gain 1,000 penetration. Each time a panda ally counters, he will receive 100% of the damage dealt. So pretty good stuff. He recovers health. So yeah, good leadership ability. Penetration, I'm assuming that's some kind of bonus towards the armor. If that is incorrect, guys, let me know in the comments. All right, some changes coming to the game. The first character they mentioned is Soleus, Guardian of the Sun, the leadership ability. There was a bug apparently going on where Soleus received additional characteristics instead of the other allies. And if you're familiar with his kit, Leadership affects a lot of different clans in this game, so Solia's looking like he's having working properly. He won't be as beefy as he is right now. Freezard, his third ability, turn meter reduction, works from the maximum value of the turn meter, not the current one, as was intended. So making him a little tougher, because if you take that max value of the turn meter, it's going to be a lot more that he is reducing. So Eric Shieldbreaker, not a character that I use too much right now. Shield bonus gains at gear 10 reduced by about 15% at gear level 11 remains the same as it was. We turn to our attention towards the elves. Nightheal, Night versus the passive ability now. Effects were moved at the end of the turn, not at the beginning. So little bit of a nerf for Nightheal. Alaria, the healer of the clan, the passive ability fixed the bug where Alaria did not consider herself an elf. Alaria, some issues there, baby. All right, so it looks like these are solved, so good stuff. Pandas, more panda news. For Foul, Ranger Brotherhood passive ability bug where Foul did not consider herself a panda. So some issues with some of these characters there. Shaolin, Master, well-fed master. This is kind of like the Kung Fu Panda character right there, because he likes to eat. Fix the bug where Shaolin did not consider himself a panda. And one more, guys, Rindy Unseen, House of Shadows technique passive ability. Fix the bug where Rindy Unseen did not consider herself a panda. A lot of it going around in the game previously. Orcs, Corkrim, Fealty, passive ability. Bug where Corkrim did not consider himself an orc. More going around with the Orc land. Fix the bug where the increase was multiplicative. So I think this is going to be a slight nerf to Corkrim right here. Rantha, Summon Beast, the second ability. Battle Poo now gets the correct shield value. So I haven't been paying attention to numbers too much. I'm not sure if this is going to be a bump or a decrease, but it's correct. So whatever is showing on screen should be showing up in the game. The leadership ability of Rantha, where Rantha receive additional characteristics instead of the other allies. So I'm not sure if I've experienced this one, but I'm always glad that they're fixing things. All right, more Doom. I have not played with this character. I have not unlocked this character, but looking like getting fixed. I guess there was some bugs going on with more Doom. Magic and monsters, second ability, demons now get the correct amount of shields. Let's talk about the goblins. The Nisa Goblinology, the passive ability. Fix the bug where Thanisa did not consider herself a goblin. So a lot of characters dealing with that situation there. Amara, Entropy passive ability now recovers no more than 75%. Turn meter was 100%. So slight nerf there to Amara. Sergeant Pigwald, Ballistics, the passive ability. He didn't consider himself a goblin either. And last three are all demons. Mega Wheel, the passive ability of Mega Wheel, and he didn't consider himself a demon either, but he does not add critical hit chance to all demons. So slight nerf for Mega Wheel. Shadar Bookworm passive ability, not out even a game yet, and they're fixing Shadar. But Bookworm, he didn't consider himself a demon either, and now Shadar does not add damage to all demons. So a little weaker there for Shadar, and Buff, the last of the demons, getting a little bit of a fix. He didn't consider himself a demon either. Going back to my Hawaii roots with their with that mispronunciation there. But Dancing Death, Buff does not add dodge to all demons. So I think a little nerf there as well. So all in all, that is the patch notes. I think there is kind of a mixed bag. There are some buffs, some nerfs, but I think overall this is a very, very good patch. I'm interested in trying to get the new hero Lake, and yeah, unlocking some trying out that new tower. Sounds a lot harder. So let me know what your favorite part of this update is. What are you looking forward to the most? Let me know in the comments, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm putting out more videos on this channel. Dragon Champions, World War II, anything else. Maybe I might start vlogging, I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see though. And if you guys want to check out more Marvel Strike Force content, make sure you check out my main channel at Valley Fly. The links are down below, guys. And yeah, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. Valley merch, it is on sale today, guys, at TeePublic if you want to check that out. And I will see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, baby. Valley Fly out.